It was pretty horrifying, no lie. But that was actually probably the best part of the entire thing, though, is because majority of the place was packed with tourists. So just looking around the stage at everyone's faces, like as this is happening, was like the most priceless thing. I wish I could have filmed that.
I love when these really conservative girls go in groups to these type of things, because tourists like
Hmm.
Korean girls or something, tourists go
That's
to
how my
watch.
girlfriend was at the time. I mean, you met her. She was more like nurse. I don't know how to like really stereotype it. Not like uptight, but that was not her scene. Whereas and you are more open minded. Can go experience everything and like have a good time and whatnot. So that was definitely like a shock factor.
Yeah. Wow. It's interesting to think that you were in a relationship for so long. Actually, she was very smart, very, very smart girl. I was really impressed with her. Do
Hmm.
you miss that? I mean, I doubt the girls you're hanging out with in Vegas are at that intellectual level. Do you miss the intellectual stimulation?
Were you trying to say girls in Vegas don't have it going on?
No, they physically, right, very beautiful,
No,
but
yeah, no,
usually
for
they're there
sure.
because of
I think
physical.
I mean I've had this talk with a couple people. I feel like I'm just kind of more in a stage like with I mean, you know how it is with business and then trying to like pursue your own personal growth. It's really hard. And I'm just so picky with like settling down with the right person and then um so I think it's just a bad combination. Like the personal growth, working on that with being picky and whatnot, it's just kind of resulted in I feel like I'm just better off single, at least for now. Who knows? Like,
So is it better to have a girl that doesn't take so much mental energy, so that mental energy is can be directed more towards business and personal development?
I just feel like inherently when I'm with a girl, I'm less productive. Like I can't
Mm.
really like focus, get work done, things I want to accomplish, and then, let's say I end up talking or hanging out with a clingy type of girl, I'm gonna let them convince me into like spending more time with them, which then of course pulls away from work and everything I have going on. So I feel
Yeah,
like
this is
I
something.
function better single. Not to say like I feel like it's just human nature to crave like companionship to some sort of level, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see like what
I
happens.
think as a young man, we're so excited to get a girlfriend. Then when we get one, we overlook a lot of things, like how much energy and time it's taking away from our own productivity. So I think it's a good lesson to young men that you will have plenty of women someday. Don't have to worry about having plenty of women someday. Focus on yourself, build your own success, and then the women will chase you.
True. Or you could have plenty of women and not have a relationship.
Yeah, just take the good parts and don't give more than you need to get what you need to.
If possible. Although I mean, I know with American culture and everything, it's pretty normal for girls to want a relationship these days, and guys too.
Here's a really interesting big difference between American women and Thai women. Thai women don't care so much that you're wealthy or famous. They care about what they actually get out of the situation.
Hmm.
So in America, you could actually fake being wealthy, for example, and attract women, but the women won't actually ask for money because they don't want to appear as being gold diggers.
Hmm.
Whereas in Thailand, there's no such thing as negativity around being a gold digger at all.
Hmm.
Women have no problem asking for money, and they don't really care how much money the guy has, because how is that relevant to them? What matters to them is what do they get out of it. It's so much more
Right.
direct. I really like it. It's so direct, in fact, that I've had a hard time here, because you kind of have to, because in America you have to kind of beat around the bush. You can't say exactly what you want. Like, you can't go up to a girl in a supermarket and be like, gosh, I would really like to have sex with you. Can I have sex with you for $30? Like, you
Hmm.
couldn't do that. But you can actually do that in a lot of places here. And
Hmm.
actually they would appreciate the honesty, because they feel like if you're like, hey, I want to take you on a date and I want to do all this and do that, they feel like you're dishonest. They feel like you're hiding the fact of what you really want, which is to have sex with them. It's better just to be really upfront and blunt here, which doesn't work so well in America. That could get you arrested